Hello, everyone. This is Ascending High Priestess. I hope you guys are doing well. So I thought I would do a reading. So I've been getting a lot of downloads. One of the downloads is about a nun. Okay, so some of you may have a spirit guide that's actually a nun. Some of you, this nun was actually related to you. So maybe some of you may even look into this at a later time and find out who this nun was. They were dressed in light gray habit. Okay, not your usual. I know there's different types of nuns, but I guess the most known one to most communities is the nuns that wear black and white habits. This nun in particular was dressed in gray and white. So you may want to look into that. So we will get into that shortly. For those of you who are interested in a personal reading, my personal readings will open up in June. Just look at the description box and there's an email. You could email me if you like and reach out to me and we could go over the details. I'm starting to add the horoscope readings, which are very short and very quick. So the next horoscope readings will be for the earth signs. So that would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I also have my own deck of cards that I started using. These are the tarot decks that are also available for sale if you are interested. Just look at the send me an email, and the email is added in the description box as well. So to get into the reading, again, this was a nun who is trying to they've been sending you hints, they've been sending you signs. For some of you, you have dreamt of this person. Again, they are wearing a gray habit. And they were a nun. This could be a nun from 10 years ago. This could be a nun for 200 years ago, okay? They appeared themselves very briefly. On one hand, this looked like a white woman, but then again, it didn't. So it could be, she could be a light-skinned black woman. But a very gentle soul, okay? And this guide is coming to you at this particular time to help you with your next challenge, I'm hearing, okay? So let's see what actually pops up regarding any challenges that you may face or anything that may be popping up and why this spirit guide is going to be coming to you at this time, okay? Okay, so let's see. Spirit guides of the highest and purest light from all times and space, I ask you for guidance regarding this. Okay. So we have that this spirit guide has known you, obviously, and has known your lineage. Okay, they have known about you, known about your family, your friends for a very long time. So for a lot of you, this could be up to 6 different lifetimes. Okay, this could also be someone that you may have known, a church that you may have gone to, okay? You may not necessarily be Catholic, okay, in this lifetime, but this is someone that in their life They may have worked with children, or they may have been very, very close to your family, okay? Because it is a general reading, it's going to resonate with different people. For some people, this may have been someone that is family related. For others, it's just someone that's was very close to your family. For others, it was someone that they were contracted actually to work with your particular family. So this spirit guide actually comes into sort of like your family at a very specific time, okay? And they're contracted for very specific things, okay? And you've come to the point in your life where this guide is actually needed, okay? So they are sort of slowly trying to introduce themselves to you and introduce their energy to you. It is a very friendly, very loving, very giving energy, okay? So they don't want you to be afraid of them, okay? They're very giving. So for some of you, you may even smell flowers when this person is around, okay? For some of you, you may not even see this person until you may be visiting a family member or visiting a family church or neighborhood, okay? For a lot of you, you will actually physically see this spirit guide, okay? They're going to show themselves to you. For others, you may dream of this person, and for others, you just may feel their presence. They are coming to you right now because you are at a point in your life where decisions may need to be made in order to move forward, okay? Decisions may need to be made about travel, about your future, about how to start moving forward in your next phase. So you've come to this point in your life where a lot of decisions, it's a very pivotal moment in your life. And this spirit guide is going to sort of say, okay, you're not alone. We're going to do this together. I'm going to be right here, right next to you. I'm your sounding board. I'm the one that's cheering you along. Whatever support you need, I'm right here. So you are, your team of people on the other side have sent this cheerleader, this assistance, this personal assistant to you to help you and guide you in your next steps, okay? Let's see what other messages pop up regarding this situation and why now, okay? And I know now you're making all these decisions, but why not in the past? Okay, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles can mean that you are definitely have had some struggles in the past with money, but you are planning on your stability is going to get a lot better. There's been some, you've had to ride that wave of things not always, working out for the best. You're a very hard worker. You've put things, aside. You've sacrificed a lot to get where you are, and you are at a point where you're seeking balance, you're seeking to do the right thing, and you're also seeking for some of these rewards to come right back to you. And this is why this spirit guide is here, because they also, your ancestors and your spirit guides also recognize how much you've brought to the table in the past, how much blood, sweat, and tears you've basically shed in order to, I'm even hearing giving up dreams in order to make these sacrifices and see things, you know, and you want to see things to fruition. And it's been, for a lot of you, a battle, but you've always had this backup, okay? You've always had this spiritual backup where you're not being left alone to sort of balance things out. You always had some sort of angelic and spiritual help. Three of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, you have struggled, like I said, in the past, and now you're slowly putting things together. For a lot of you, you're being asked to sort of, still keep saving those coins, put money aside for a rainy day, because there is something that you are planning that may require you, not necessarily put a lot of money into it, but they may require you some time where, let's say if you're working a full-time job, okay, and you're working on a business plan, that business may be starting to take off and you may be required to sort of slow down maybe with your full-time job, and you may have to go part-time. Or, you may have to invest a certain amount of money in order to get a bigger payout at the end of the road. So there's something that you may have to look into where there is going to be something that you may have to give and balance in order to receive more, if that makes sense. But you're definitely working, and your spirit guides are working with you behind the scenes to get all this figured out, because in the long run you are going to be in the King of Cups energy. Okay, not only will you be financially stable, but personally this is going to bring you a lot of peace and love. Okay, so it looks like, and there's cups here too. It looks like your next venture in your life, it's not only going to bring balance and it's going to bring money, but it's going to bring a lot of love and self-satisfaction, which is what you've been wanting. Okay, a lot of you just don't want to work that rigorous 9 to 5, where it's like draining you. This is going to be fruitful and meaningful in a lot of different ways. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant right now, it signifies your team of spirit guides. Okay, there's that you have a lot of spirit guides working with you. You're very protected, going forward. Not that you haven't been protected in the past, but going forward, it's like the way they showed it to me is like they were waiting for you to sort of get to this point, okay? And then it kind of activated other spirit guides. It's like you have a little army, you have a little bit, you have people, It's like, you have people to help you with, specific plans. You have guides that are going to protect you when you're down, when you're warring, when your health is not well. You have an entire team of people, and all these people are now coming together. Some of them know each other, some of them don't. They're being introduced, and they're there to work with you and for you to get you to where you need to be. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because there's been a lot of people that have been wanting to sway this, or stop this from happening. Okay. There's been maybe some frenemies along the way, perhaps even spell work along the way that has been trying to sort of stop this. But it's not going to happen because you are so protected. Okay. You are very protected. These people try to, bring in towers. All right. And perhaps this spirit guide is coming through with the assistance of other bigger spirit guides, because there may be a tower that may happen shortly. And not all towers, and a lot of people are afraid of towers, because they're like, oh my God, everything's just going to fall apart. Well, the things that fall apart may need to fall apart in order for the bigger things to happen, for the good things to happen. And as we said before, you're needing some balance. You're needing some restructuring with finances. You're needing to sort of plan for the future. So that way the past could be settled. Okay? So all these people that are trying desperately to stop you, it's not going to work. You're way too protected. And they can't stop that protection either, because, it's God sent. Yeah, you're right now, again, in Two of Wands. So you're right now, right at the precipice of something wonderful that is about to happen. Okay, you're looking at all those gifts and all those, I'm hearing promises, and the world is being promised to you by the Creator. Okay, you have a lot of different things that you may want to do. For some of you, you may want to be actors. For others of you, you want to be writers. For some of you, you want to be grandmothers. Others of you, you want to create jewelry. Obviously it's a general reading, so everybody wants to do something different, but the world is your oyster right now. Your ancestors and spirit, they're offering the world to you. Your third chakra is being opened up and being sort of sparked. Okay, there's a spark in your being that's going to show you what this world has for you. Yep. And they're saying don't worry about it. You right now, you're like a page, you're like a little kid with, different, you're like you're very innocent. You're like a child in a candy store, and they want you to sort of keep that energy, because it's going to help you. Your innocence is what's going to attract a lot of these wonderful gifts. Okay, and they want you to look at your new world with a child's like innocence. Okay, because even though there's so many things that you have gone through, you have maintained this, and this is what has protected you in a way. Okay. Yep, you're going to be going into calmer waters from now on. So no matter if they throw spells, towers, or whatever, it's not going to touch you. You're very, very protected. Okay, and you're moving forward. You're looking into, into a new world, a new life. There may have been temptations, okay, in the past. Maybe temptations from lovers, maybe temptations from friends, family, but there were definitely temptations that may have tried to sway you. There was definitely a lot of spell work to try to keep you in bondage, okay? Keep you from seeing you know, the good things in life, keep you from seeing, you know, and reaching your goals, keep you from balancing the things that you needed to balance, from going into, you know, calmer waters, from seeing what the world really has for you. But there has been judgment, okay? There has been judgment called on all these people that try to sway you, you know, to put uh disillusionments, you know, some sort of illusion in maybe they were even doing illusion spells, okay? Because that keeps popping up. They wanted you to give up, but you didn't give up. And I heard my child never gives up. So yeah. And the Chariot, you know, God, Vishnu, you know, whoever you aspire to, the universe, they want you to keep moving forward. They want you to keep moving forward. And you have angels, you have people that are completely protecting you in this movement, okay? You should not be afraid. And because you are the High Priestess, okay? Right now, you are the High Priestess. You saw a lot of this. You felt it, you knew it. And for a lot of you, it was because they wanted to stop you from, you know, meeting up with your true divine masculine. So for a lot of you, this was love related. They didn't want you to be in love. Yep. But you're definitely in this Empress energy. You are growing. You are... This is your time of fruition. I'm here. Your time of fruition. Okay. You're in this Queen of Pentacles mode as well. This will lead you into the Queen of Pentacles vibe, where you're going to be working, you're going to be earning, and you're going to be sitting pretty, I'm hearing, okay? You're definitely going to be working, okay? Some of the jobs are going to be very hard, but they're going to be very, very, you're going to be learning a lot, okay? You're going to be gaining a lot. You're going to be extremely successful. Why? Because you and your Emperor are going to be doing this together, okay? You and your Emperor are going to be doing this together. So let's see what other messages pop up for you regarding this situation. Thank you. Let's see, what advice do you have for the collective at this time? Thank you. Okay, jump in. Jump in. Let's see what it says. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take the leap anyway, that it is that time. Okay, so right now you're being asked, whatever it is that you're thinking about, whatever you want to do, whatever crazy dream that you may think, oh my God, that's never going to happen for me. Try it. Try it. The universe is telling you to try it, because guess what? If you do try, there's an off chance that it may work out, okay? And in the off chance that it doesn't, at least you tried and at least you gave it a go. Let's see. Speak your truth, okay? Speak your truth. So right now, you've stayed silent long enough. Speak up and stand your ground and state your perspectives. You will rise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. So right now, this is the time to use your voice and speak your truth. Okay, let's see what other messages and what other advice Spirit has for you. What advice do you have for the collective regarding this situation? Thank you. Okay, So protect that heart chakra, okay? Make sure that you're meditating. Make sure that you're going out in green spaces. Take a nice deep breath. Meditate. For those of you who don't meditate, there are wonderful videos out there on YouTube that can actually help you with that. Or just take a moment, take a shower, take a bath, and just try to like find that Zen moment for yourself. There's a lot of new beginnings, okay? New beginnings for you. Spirit is going to, this all is just a way for Spirit to say, hey, I'm here. We got you. We know it's a new beginning. You're not by yourself. We are right behind you, walking side by side. Don't worry. Try whatever it is that you want to try. This is your moment to shine. There are going to be a lot of different avenues that you could take. A lot of financial and material changes are going to happen because of this. So you will gain a lot of stability, a lot of wealth, and a lot of movement. And a lot of different people will want to work with you because you took a chance. So my loves, basically, this reading was just saying, take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith because Spirit got you. And I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.